They're two
So
expressions.
what you're saying is that comic book Odin didn't drink cum.
Yes, that's correct.
Okay. Mythological Odin drank that shit all the time. That's not just also. I mean, the reason he did it was to increase his Vril. And what's Vril, you're asking? Well, it's like chi, except it's racist.
Racist chi?
It's racist chi that can power UFOs.
Holy shit!
They have unlocked the secrets of Vril-powered technology in the Hollow Earth beneath Antarctica, which is where you can find Hyperborea and all the Nazis.
And where you have to drink the cum.
I don't know that they have to drink the cum to increase the Vril. Hopefully they have unlocked better techniques than that, but they might. They might.
That's a risk I'm not willing to take, dog.
Yeah, I mean, some things are best left, buried under the ice, if that's the case.
I've seen what
I mean, like the sixth generation of super Nazi aliens could come in their flying saucers and solve all of the world's problems and come for all the people that needed to be come for, and then could look at me and be like, yeah, so in order to make all this work, he just hands me a bowl. You gotta drink the cup, man. And I'd be like, no, you could put everything back the way you found it. Go fuck off back inside the earth again. I think I'll just take my hell world, not yours. Thank you.
Yeah, it's gonna be a nah for me, dog.
But if you don't drink it, then you will be relegated to the servitor caste. You will not be allowed to breed. You will have no freedom and no rights. Okay, it sounds fine.
Yep.
I'll at least have the satisfaction of going to sleep every night knowing that I've never guzzled cum before.
And it turns out they make you into a Vril collecting servitor. And you're a floating head. So you do the math.
Something weakness of my flesh. Something the machine is immortal.
something the machine is lubricated with semen. I'm sorry, Vril.
Well, that's the danger you run into, is that it's Vril all the way down.
Vril.
I mean, at first, it's only the high-end stuff that's powered by the new tech, and then eventually you get to the point where it's like, well, Vril energy is ubiquitous. You literally can't use anything without ultimately using Vril, which unfortunately means that you are yourself an accomplice to all of the cum guzzling. You have cum guzzled by proxy, sir.
Oh my god, so it's still like democracy.
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah, I think I like our current hell world better.
I mean, look, the commies might be right about one thing, about there not being ethical consumption under capitalism, because you're ultimately a party to everything. But at the same time, why would you promote any type of society that forced everybody to be party to what everybody else did? Wouldn't you rather live in a society that's like the explicit project, like the explicit conscious effort of like a couple of dudes that kind of know what they're doing? So then if shit's bad, you know exactly who to blame. And if shit's good, you know exactly who's responsible for it and why.
And if suddenly cum drinking becomes mandatory, you know who to
look at and just call a every time you see him.
The king's a
I have it on very good authority, my friends, that the king is a
And then there's the progressives that are, in the sandwich board on the front of it. The king drinks cum. Bong, bong, the king drinks cum. The back of the sandwich board. Long live the king.
Oh, no. That guy's only complaint is the king isn't drinking his cum.
And then the real progressives are wondering, why isn't the king drinking enough cum?
Could the king, if the king was drinking more cum, would it increase his Vril to the point he would be a better king?
We both know his king's a Plutarch, an autocrat. If he really cared about the kingdom and his subjects, he'd be drinking twice as much cum.
Like, I'm just imagining, like, you get the king who's not really comfortable with this whole thing, and so he adamantly refuses to drink cum except on ceremonial occasions where it is required of his office. You've got like he like the king stands for his portrait, and instead of like the orb and the scepter like you see, he's got a giant dildo And the cum chalice?
Frothy. Have you ever had a cocktail that uses egg whites?
Once.
Real Prohibition era shit. Like I can make some great daiquiris with egg whites. I just imagine like in the King's cocktails, they're using the Vril for the same thing to give it like that nice foamy consistency. Just shake it up real
cocktail.
good. So I guess this is what happens when we record the show while the sun's still out.
We go on about bits like this. I nearly vomit.
You need a palate cleanser. How about this homemade mojito?
No, thank you, sir. I'm trying to quit Vril. I'm a bit of a Vril addict now, apparently.
Just, oh my gosh. If I ever get laid again, I'm going to imply that the girl is a Vril fiend. Just jonesing for my Vril energy, aren't you?
Vril is a sacred gift that man gives to his wife and nobody else.
And he gives it to his wife on the small of her back so you can sneak down and eat some mozzarella cheese out of the bag.
Is that a euphemism?
No. You leave your gooey victory on her back and you leave her laying there on her stomach, and then you can go do whatever you want. She's kind of trapped there. She can't move, or it's going to get everywhere.
Ah, I see.
That's
I was going to say that sounds like a horrid waste of perfectly good Vril. But I see that you're putting it to a use. So
you never waste Vril, ever. Not in this Imperium.
My goodness. And you could have it all. My empire of cum.
So, like, one of the first times that...
How long have we been doing this bit? Has this been a 10-minute bit about drinking cum?
It's been longer than that, man.
Fuck!
Oh, what the fuck happened to us?